What's up, guys? Quick update because I noticed I haven't posted in a long time. The 240 is running. Everything's fine with it. There really isn't any issues at all. The hydro is in. Everything works fine. Update on this. This is why I haven't been posting much, because I've been really grinding away at getting this done. And the final piece to the puzzle is getting the R32 cross member. But the motor mounts I'm using are not the Rb20 motor mounts, or at least that's what it looks like. I haven't seen many Rb20 motor mounts that look like this, so I have to order a different set and see if that could solve the issue that I'm having with this not aligning with this. I understand that there are actual mounts that go at the bottom of this, but the bolts aren't even lining up with this without. Also, I disassembled this motor and realized that this nut and washer combo was not on it from where the previous owner rebuilt it. And now I have to try and find that nut and washer combination so that I can get this put down secured. I can go ahead and throw the gaskets on, put the bolts in, because there's the other cover. And then I can go ahead and put my injectors in, the lower intake manny, the upper intake, and then kind of figure out how I'm going to plumb that vacuum wise. Because from what I've seen on the back side of this, there are ports that I can use. I already have one blocked off because for me, I'm going to have to run one to my fuel pressure regulator, to my boost gauge, which is teed off from my blow off valve. And I'm going to have to run one more, but that is a surprise. And see, I understand it's a process, but I've noticed that with this one, I need to figure out what the difference between this cover and my current cover is, because if you see, this has it's further than a 90. So I have a 90 and a further than a 90 on this one. I have the further than a 90 and then a straight here. So when I run my catch can, I don't know if I want to just go ahead and reuse these, because this cover would do better with that manifold versus this manifold. So whenever I put the top mount turbo manifold on it and put the top mount turbo on it, I need to figure out how the plumbing is going to be so much different, and I have to figure out where I'm going to route my blow off valve to, because if I put it here, that's where I'm thinking. A lot of people recommend right here or right there, but that's counting on using this upper, which I'm not. So I'm going to probably put it here, which means I'm going to have to redo all of my intercooler piping, which is absolutely fine, because all I'm going to do is cut all of this and beat roll it to make sure I don't have it blow off. But I'm going to run it straight through here behind the bumper, up and then right to the intake, and then off the turbo straight down here. So it's going to follow this route still, but this is going to be the one that's going to dramatically change. And I know I'm going to have to delete this, the IACV. I'm going to have to find out where I can plumb that to keep it working. A lot of people say delete it because of cold starts. It'll just make cold starts. I live in Alabama, where it's 60 degrees one day, 80 degrees the next day, and snowing the next day, which literally happened. So I'm going to keep this for sure, but I got to figure out how I'm going to plumb it, because right now, as you see, all of my vacuum lines are just kind of everywhere and just kind of running up and over and behind. And it's confusing to me sometimes. Obviously I know which goes where because I did it, but how that just kind of loops over. I got it teed off and then capped off just one straight line here. I need to find a better mounting point for my fuel pressure regulator. A lot of people have theirs here, but I don't know how they do it. I'm pretty sure they trim right here out, which I have no problem doing, but it's just going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to try once I pull the motor out. But as of right now, I have no reason to pull the motor out. I'm about 90% sure I'm going to have to pull it soon because of that and that. You've never leaked, but now you're leaking. And I think that could be a result of the dog. So, fun fact, I'm on the interstate and there is a dog in the road. Did not see it, and it was dead. It was already dead, so I didn't kill it. But I hit it, and it shook everything. So now that I have this mysterious leak, I'm trying to figure out where it could have came from. Like, I'm not sure if it's from the dog or not, but I'm going to have to pick the car up and see. And I'm not ready for the crime scene that's up under there because I already know it's going to be disgusting. But there's your update on Rb20 and Rb20. So this one, the goal is about maybe 300 realistically. And obviously I'm going to have all the supporting mods to get it there. But there are still a few odds and ends that I need to do. I got to figure out, like, I'm going to take this out, rethread it with AN. But I see a lot of people using, I think it's this one, as the feed line. But I'm not sure, and I don't want to undo this and that not be the case. But that's pretty much where I'm at now. Once I get all the lines ran, I'll be good to go, and then we'll throw it in.